my side, I can kind of get my knees in. We're gonna go feet on the hip, shins inside the elbows, flare out, pull in, create that push-pull tension. Okay, feet are on the hips to create my space, keep his angles. Then all we're gonna do through here is I wanna try to hold this position for as much as I can. Partner, we're gonna start to move around. We're gonna go on a progressive. So we're gonna go for about 10 seconds at a time. On 1, really mild. 2, ramp it up. By the time you get to about 10, we're moving pretty good. Just nothing crazy, no jumping, flipping, going all over the place. Really more just pulling on your arms, trying to get them free of the legs, things of that nature. But like I said, at 1, pretty mild. And then as we progressively get in there, you can even count out loud. You know, we're gonna get more aggressive, more aggressive, more aggressive as we go, and then reset back to 1, play it again, reset back to 1. So we'll do it each time, 3 times per person. So again, we're gonna latch in, set him in through here, okay? And then as long as you start moving around, my job is to stay with him, keep my connection. Okay, go. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10, and then we're going to reset and go back to 1. So the goal is the person holding on to the sleeves is just keep the connection. Okay, keep your shins in, keep your feet on, play with them, push, pull, whatever you need to keep them connected, keep them where they're at. And the other person is move around. Okay, again, we're going to do it 3 times. It's about 30 seconds, so each round's only about maybe a minute plus. All right, so what's up, little boy?
This started the bug. Why did you kill it? The moth was tormenting me.
Yeah, I did see that.
Like her.
All right, go on your own. Progressively, as the count goes, get a little bit more aggressive. Move around a little bit more. Start trying to clear those arms, see what you can.
You said 10, right? Yeah. Okay. Do we switch or go again?
Go all 3, 1 person.
Got it.
Oh, same person?
Yeah, 1 person. They're already there. We'll just get them all done.
Them fingers.
Yep.
We stay down.
Yeah, earn those cauliflower fingers.
Yay.
That pullback hurts.
Oh.
Thanks, Mike. Need more of this. Or is that good?
You going? Same? You did 3?
I don't know. See which one works better for you. I don't have any advice on which group works better.
Are you counting for me? Because I forgot.
They feel stronger?
This is water.
No.
Good. And again, a whole bunch of GBs.
Oh. Yeah, that would be terrible. There's nothing worse than this seems like a good idea. Oh, a wrist lock.
Like that? Yeah.
Always the dirty wrist.
My frames are good. For me lately, it's been, I'm gonna put my arm here, I'm safe. Why is Mike out of my arm?
Good? Yeah.
The forever Kimura.
That was a good drag.
Yeah. but man, when he pulled back and everything cinched up, I was like, ooh,
Oh, yeah.
that is not fun.
Well, it's always interesting, it's one of these things, like, you see a technique, you're looking at it from the outside looking in, and you go, nah. And then, you go do a match, and, you know, a guy that's probably half my size, just like demolishes you with spider guard. And you're like, alright. Maybe,
Alright, I see.
maybe there is something to this. You know? When all of a sudden they latch on, and then you're like,
Mr. Roboto.
this sucks, like, you know, now my arms are kinda stuck. You know, and every time you're trying to get them freed up, then they're lassoing and putting you in the true spider, and the next thing you know, you're getting eaten alive, and then you're getting triangle. That was kind of
Or
tough.
swept.
So,
My first match the other day.
yeah, so yeah, it was, you know, I pretty much just met Kyle, and, you know, at this time period, I'm at least a good 100 pounds plus. Bigger than him, he's only weighing about maybe 135. But yep, the spider in and just destroyed me. And like I said, then through triangles and things of that nature, could not get rid of his rips on my sleeves. I never really got to get control of my arms back. I mean, you're playing all the fun stuff, you know, with just circle our hands in and out. Yeah, it just didn't work. Yeah, and that's even one of the reports was, in the early days, Roberto Travin, who's known as the Spiders, he's one of the original guys that kind of made Spider Guard a thing. You know, apparently gave Hickson fits the first time he ever used it against him. You know, that Hickson couldn't pass his guard the first time that they got together, you know, because of Spider Guard. Alright, so now we're playing feet on the hips, we're playing the sleeves. Again, posture breaks pretty much are what dictate most of your power. Right now, where Hans is at, he's doing relatively okay. You know, shoulders are over his hips are over his knees, so that's why we're playing the feet on the hips through here. If I need to, I can scoot away, and then we wanna start breaking that posture, getting him to be leaning down, or playing into some position of that nature. So now, as we're moving around with our partner, we're gonna look for two different options. So one, play with his hips to open him up, okay? Start scooting, making him lean over. Then when we get the option, so option one is the foot going towards the inside. So as I'm coming in, then we start to play feet into the inside of the elbows, okay? Or, as we start coming in, now we start to play going into our lassos and going from the foot from the inside out. Okay, on each one, I need to anchor the sleeve up against my thigh, so that at this point, we're not just fighting power on power. Okay, use your monkey feet. So when the feet go on the inside, okay, I'm literally, it's like I'm taking my instep and trying to use my foot to grab Hans by his side, and then we flare that leg to the outside. Okay, that's our lasso. Okay, or again, we do our push-pull, put our foot on the inside of the elbow, push it up, and again, use the sleeves to keep him off balance. You can mix and match, you can go lasso plus the wedge on the spider guard and the like. Double lassos is a little weird, I'm not saying you can't do it, but double lassos is weird, so we're double spine. You know, typically speaking, we're playing one up, one down. If you find yourself playing dead center into the middle, you're probably gonna find that your balance and your power is gonna be a little off. For myself, when I play lasso tends to be to the top, or it's paired. So if I'm playing with the wedge inside the elbow, that wedge for me is almost always to the top. So if the bottom one is a lasso, then the lasso's at the bottom and the wedge is at the top. If I'm playing just a wedge or just a lasso, it's almost always to the top leg. But play around with it, get your feels, okay? Play each one, put a lasso in, let your partner move around, okay? Play around with the tensions and the pressure, get the wedge up, play around with that, and then go back to center. So first ones, we're gonna put it in, no resistance, until after they're in play. And then the third round, so do one with a lasso, one with the wedge, and then on the third one, start with the feet on the hips, and start moving around to see if you can put one in under a little bit of resistance on the foot ground. Make sense? Yep. Between the ACs.
Huh? I know.
There you go. Like, what are you doing, Jeremy?
I know, I'm barely
Yeah,
finished.
we're
I know. Dang, like these. Always wanna surf it either way.
Lasso on the inside or the
It
outside?
was the outside.
So
Because when you go the other way, you're
start
giving him
by
the one.
pulling the arm between the legs. Your arm, your leg goes under.
Oh,
and
is it
then
under? Like this, right? Outside.
No.
No.
Inside, shit, my bad.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, my, you were right. Which?
So if you think about it, a lasso is very similar
watch
to the
Liffey's
leg that
video.
does the same job on single
They make their
legs.
circles. They go opposite. Or these moves.
In jiu-jitsu, you see that repeat things, repeat motions. First time that I got cut in the face was lasso. That heel came through, bam, caught me right in the eye. Yeah, yeah, I just. Yeah.
You know, fingers this morning now.
You're really gonna have the sore knuckles too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You get a little distance and then decide.
Hey, yes.
To your. You get a little distance and get the side then when it's going.
Yeah, generally for myself,
This knee's
yes.
back, hold up.
Now, with your foot, take your, yes, hook it in, and then, almost like I'm digging my foot into his ribs, and then flare your knee to the outside.
Sounds like bicycle race.
Yes. It should come with a little pain.
Cause if you're here, I can, here, the flare distance, so it's isolated, now it's stuck. Before I didn't have any, attachments, you would just, yeah, you got the pin on the sweep. Or it's more of a scissor, isn't it?
What?
The sweep from there? With the,
Or pendulum.
more pendulum? Oh.
I always have an issue with ankles.
Slip.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we saw that Kaio is in somewhere over by Tampa this weekend.
Oh, don't let me forget, I got the money.
Oh, okay.
Dallas or something like that.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's my weak side.
See, one of these times, I wanna hear somebody, they're like, whoa, that pressure's intense, you're gonna be like, oh, that's my weak side. One of these times.
Just rip away a little bit. Are you there?
Let's go around that a minute.
It's more of an opportunity type of opportunistic work. Right? That's what I'm saying. Keep it forced. It's good at it. I'm doing it. Keep that tension. Yep.
You get one in?
That pressure's good. That's my bad side.
I'm gonna have to use my strong hand.
That's the scariest thing I've ever said.
Chris Elliott.
Yeah?
Chris Elliott.
That's a good
Said the scary people do. Off the camp.
Oh, right. Are you gonna try your other side? Nah, just one. Once you're covered. Did you? Did you wanna do that?
10,
That stuff on my back.
9, 8,
Get the flare.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1.
When it gets so low to the ground, she just stands up.
All right. So now that we've got the position, so we're gonna play just a little bit. So I prefer pocket grips as opposed to like pistol grips or even, I'm not sure exactly the description on the sleeve grips through here. I know there's quite a few. If I can end up with grips like this on the top of the elbows, I like that coming in for arm drags and the like. But when it comes to spiders and lassos and the like, I've always liked the pocket grips, because again, through here, all I have to do is set it, and if he starts trying to pull his arms back, the pockets are already doing their job. I don't need anything else to really happen in the moment. So through here, I'm making my pockets, getting my feet into the hips, okay? Then I set my angle. As this one sets in, we go into our push-pull. Again, I need him to get off balance. Okay? If he is sitting straight up and down, then this is too good for him. But that's part of what this foot on the hip is designed for. Okay? Because right now, I'm controlling his shoulders, I'm controlling his arms. So I can either, with this bottom foot, start pushing him away, or I control the position and I start to scoot away to start to create some of that gap. So I'm gonna come in and I wanna start to play to create this space through here. Now, I can start to create a little bit more wedge. I can come in, take his base out from underneath him. That's a very easy out. If I'm playing a lot of pressure, okay, people are gonna be like, well, can't he just lift his leg up in the air? Yes. It's not gonna be easy, because if I'm making him load to that side, it's difficult to pick the leg up on the side that I'm starting to make you lean in the process. The other part is if we start to play in that regard, okay, and I'm starting to make him lean to this side, this hand is pulling him forward, okay, so we create our space, and the leg comes out. Right here we have our choice. As his hip falls to the ground, we can either just sweep him over, get to mount, okay, or we can anticipate. He's gonna start trying to recover. On the recovery, we can start looking for our triangle. The classic spider triangle is tension, 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 launch up to go get it, okay? But how much better is it if we can create dilemmas where there's more than one thing on the table that are in conflict with each other? Because the moment I can compromise his hip, we know there's the sweep going over the other direction. So more than likely, he's gonna go, that's not where I wanna be. Let's try to get back to our knees. While he's trying to get back to his knees, and I throw my triangle in, while he's still compromised, now, again, he's in that dilemma. The defenses he needs for one aren't gonna help him on the other. And so now, the chances of me landing one or both, because again, the beauty part about triangle is, I can sweep you while triangling you in the process. We know the arm bars are wide open from the triangle. We know with the sweep, if I take him over, because I'm still holding onto his sleeves, I can get the sweep and I can get a triangle again at the same time. So by just doing that one simple little piece, breaking him down, starting to make him fall, don't get into a rush, okay? You can kind of pick and choose what you like, but right now, let's focus on the recovery to the triangle. So as soon as our partner hits, start trying to get back to your knees, and then while they're still compromised, throw your triangle in play. So again, I'm playing through here, we create our space, I'm gonna start to go in, compromise them through here. Again, right here's the point of no return. Okay, at this point, either he has to make a recovery or we're going over. So if he starts making his recovery, while he's low, posture's already broken, it's gonna be much harder for him to resist landing into the triangle in the process. Okay, so let's just do a couple just to be sure. Sweep them over a couple times, just so that you've at least finished a couple reps of that. And then the partner knows what they're resisting when they do get dropped to the ground. Make sense? Watch your toes on the floor. When the leg gets kicked out from underneath you, that's a toenail ripper. So if you are passive foot, okay, at that point, toenails tend to grab edges, and then usually right when that leg gets kicked out, that toenail goes bink, and then
Oh no.
rough up. Yep. All right, sorry.
Yeah, I figured it out. Oh, it's not the kicker, it's the kicky. Got it.
Now I know why my toenail ripped off.
Toes up.
My toes are always down, so.
Let's call it, okay, so, active foot,
Yeah.
passive foot, curl the toes up, we'll call that passive rest.
Oh my god, that was a 6 a.m. class joke.
Yeah.
That was bad.
So Dave, when you come into the suite, you know, for me, so here, and here, you kick out.
Now pull, no, don't let go of that arm, pull it, that's his base. So right here, you have a triangle.
Yep.
So if you put the foot over the top,
Yeah, this way.
pull his head up, so you have a triangle. Or you go the other way, put the foot to the hip, now you just have mount.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
And then keep that arm on the bottom, pull it. And then right here, pull his arm up,
Yeah.
now throw your leg over his head, there's an arm bar. No, go with the other leg,
Take that strike back.
there's an arm bar.
Keep it too. Keep that all.
Yeah, keeping it pulled and owning that arm still all the way through.
Yep. Well, again, we go with that principle of, I already control it, why am I letting it go? Okay, either it's because I think there's something better I'm gonna switch to do, or it's getting me in trouble. If there's not one of those,
I was
don't let
wondering,
go.
whenever I did the last one, opposite side, my better is perfect.
Well, this is pretty good.
Oh, so I never seen it on there.
Yeah. Normal hand, my left foot is like very smooth.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like, my left and my right foot there.
Yeah.
Brother, that arm bar right in front of you.
Which is weird when I got my shoulder surgery, 'cause this is my left shoulder.
So,
Everything
yeah,
is-
it's funny, your instinct is to frame, and as I did it, I'm like, are you moving on? I'm gonna die.
Yeah, play a little bit more on your side, ones.
Sweep still? Okay. Really? Push my guy, so I have to adjust.
And then also, on the bottom arm, pull it forward
You okay?
a little bit more.
Your body?
Yeah. The more that arm moves, the easier the pressure goes. Sometimes you can play, as I'm trying to move him, you can play the bait and switch. Oh, no, you almost put your hand on the ground.
Well, you want, get a shot here, try to repeat.
Now, if we're playing with that arm, his arm will stay inside his hips a lot more, so that it won't be in the way when you try
I
to.
know you wanna get my weight in my way, and then take away the,
Yeah, no, I was
you
just.
want
I just had-
weight on one leg, so when you take it away, it's
I like getting.
It's good, use that hip to get me in. Nice. He's a natural.
Yes.
Spider guard all day for Jeremy. Or Mike. Sorry. I think I'm sorry.
All us old guys look alike. All us old guys look
All you
alike.
white guys look alike.
You just remember that, Charlie?
No, I'm just old and dumb, unfortunately.
Oh, I
So it's Dave.
No, not good.
Sorry.
No, I wouldn't have gotten you.
So, where? But I have to do
I'm trying to work with my
I always
kids.
Work in there and then start
Okay.
working there.
Start
Using
feeling it?
triangle for more than
So
just
where?
triangle.
Across?
Triangle
Arm
suits.
across?
Get your arm across.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of tension.
Yeah,
You know?
now, please.
Like triangle being.
It's flare, that's it.
Why would you not wanna be?
Flare and all that.
You come in the afternoon also?
We do, but like when we come back in, it's gonna be hit or miss.
Oh, because of, school, not here.
So now, as you start going into your pressure, don't tell your partner what your intentions are. Get your spider in play. We know there's a triangle without the sweep. Okay, we know there's a sweep without a triangle. We know there's the sweep that can lead to a triangle. Don't let them know which one you're doing. As they're starting to set up and you're starting to lean, okay, literally, we can launch into the first triangle before the sweep even begins. Part of the whole point of most technique, it's like learning in boxing. You know, people can get frustrated coming out going, you taught me a jab, but then the jab doesn't really work, because they just come out and try to jab, and then, no, because it's putting things together in combinations where the jab becomes the setup, okay? And realistically speaking, then it's, so if I can put you up and then start you thinking about a sweep, and then all of a sudden I launch right into a triangle, never even breaking you down, or start making you think about the sweep. Okay, the sweep, if you notice, as soon as it lands over on the other side, you still have a triangle in play, you have an armbar in play, you have mount in play, you have a lot of different stuff. Because you've already got one arm literally sitting right between your legs, that's an armbar all day, every day. Okay, the only thing that's left is collecting the head. So, don't tell your partner exactly what you're planning on going for, okay? But as you're starting to move around, okay, start to mix it up. Throw for just a triangle by itself. Okay, then go back to the spider, play with that a little bit, and then try to sweep them, okay? Partners, a little bit of resistance, okay? Again, still opposable action figures, but at the same time, if your balance is there, and you can make an easy post, do it. And then partners start to play off of that. Make sense? Alright, let's go. Off of this, I should not see any backside 50-50s. Playing the spiders.
Okay.
So, you gotta keep this split.
I gotta get it forward, right?
I don't know, I thought
I don't wanna keep the flare, right?
What's that?
I don't wanna keep the flare when I
Well, once the spider goes in, now for me, that arm goes between my legs.
Oh, my bad, I'm sorry. I lied to you, sorry. You'll be fine. It's okay.
Yep.
Only feels like 3 minutes.
You go in the bathroom.
We'll be up.
I'm just exhausted today.
Making
Good one.
sure there was room for launch.
I saw,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, moving back up, okay.
Did you want to go back and forth?
Yes. Yeah, do it for about a minute or so and then switch, a minute or so and then switch.
That's kinda like.
Woo, look at Mike.
You're pretty far back.
Charlie said,
My head's huge.
it's all.
Got a big going.
Shut up! Listen, Mr. Clean.
You know.
I am being nice. He called me a Ninja Turtle.
Why can't I get? Can you pick up with that and listen?
Get that, you're getting a lot on your shoulder, try to keep that.
Oh, still the elbow?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's for
Once the-
much better. Passes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have control, but you have more. I think the leverage up here.
I'll do it again.
This cup is probably supposed to work.
It did, I was relishing in my victory.
Pass the heel, pass the heel, pass the heel.
Yeah. That's the heel.
It's not hard.
Here.
Yeah. That sounds
Here.
terrible.
The arm fit.
How's it your heel?
There it goes.
That was my panic. Trying to.
Two.
That's like the pivot points different.
Yeah. Here. Another one.
Shove that foot. Yeah.
It helps.
Mike has a good base, so I really have to convince you to shove it. Like, see if I can actually keep control of this thing.
Nice. That's not what I would use.
What I'm finding
It's like in the sleep, you make that heavy pose.
It's like when I mind that extension of the leg, because I can feel my leg, it's almost like I'm not close enough.
Shit, you gotta stick it back up.
Yeah.
It's kind of uncomfortable.
Kick out the leg.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh. Yeah, it really is like a push pull. You're pushing with the leverage here, but you can really pull it down.
Yeah, yeah. And then if I'm going for a triangle on that side, I can just get that arm in.
Because there's some really fun stuff too.
And that time I
I can't
had,
remember the one, there's one.
I had good here. If I'd have been here, it would have been better, because then I would have pulled it right up into that.
Yeah.
Where if I was here, and then when I set it, I hit it, and the arm and you turn, which is what you did. Now you're back.
Can I go to my entry to the triangle? Is it wrong to kind of turn or step up on the heel to get it? Because I still can't get my elbow.
This point we're freaking
So,
we're switching guards.
Yeah, we're switching guards.
Yeah, that's good.
or in,
They really.
I still got to turn.
That's terrible.
Seven four is not wrong, but one of the things that whenever possible, you make the same motion.
That armbar is
while stepping on
terrifying.
the curb
The other day.
and stepping on the floor. It's gonna give you two benefits. Because if you step on the floor, it helps you have the time. I can make the same motion stepping on the curb.
So then now we feel like this let it go, shoot it.
That's her from falling.
Yeah.
If you only do it on the ground, it's gonna be,
You get an armbar right here.
follows the process.
That's
Not wrong.
So when you mean, you can also step on
Or any other body allows you to.
I'm thinking you're going for a sweep. If I get this side, I'm pushing on the leg.
Sometimes the ground is where I get down here.
don't think I got long enough to do the top triangle with the, the guy Danny made him do the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, every day you get caught in that.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
I almost shoved myself into it because my weight's coming forward. And all you do is shove.
Use this
to get the lunge. So when you finish it, yeah, I think what it is, my problem is I gotta make sure sudden. So there's no history. Yeah. So it's gotta be like, I'm getting a feeling that it's more about the explosiveness of it rather than getting like you've got a nasty
timing it when they.
Yeah. When you're not going this way,
All right,
you pulled yourself timing it when you have a really nice triangle.
When you're working.
So now,
Feeling the pressure.
curiosity, when we were playing Lasso and playing into the spider, did anybody see any connections to a couple of the stack pass defenses that we were just doing about 2 weeks ago?
That would make it smart.
Clear the legs.
Like legs and things of that nature. Okay, because it was when I was actually going with Mike that a couple pieces connected for me, that I was looking at it going, well damn, I mean, basically, it's like a reverse lasso when I play into my triangles and the like. So when I was playing with Mike, when we were doing the, so when we were here and we were playing, okay, and I went in and I went to create my my triangle, and then ultimately speaking, Mike brought this hand in, started stacking, sitting up. So then I was coming in and going into, basically we can always refer to it as a reverse lasso, playing into the arm. Because the lasso itself, traditional, is here, but when we were playing, going into our stack pass, we were playing connections in through here. So basically, it's almost like a reverse lasso that plays very well into some of the tensions that, because I've got the sleeves, anytime I'm going in for the triangle and they start to come up, I don't have to let this leg simply get passed over the head. I can play a heavy leg. Because in a lot of instances, if I go for the triangle this way, okay? So, if I start to go this way, and I start to realize he's starting to come in, I can play controlling that arm, set my wedge, and then through here, we can start to play into some series. Oh no. But again, it wasn't until a couple weeks ago that I started connecting those two dots together, that other one's basically like a reverse lasso, that if I still play the sleeves, start going in from one, play the triangle, I can play the reverse lasso. Reverse lasso can buy me time, stopping the triangle, to put me back in the spider, or be able to get my legs back to the inside. Okay, put that twice, and then we'll.
Sorry.
You wanna go back to what you were gonna do?
Yeah, I could.
Well,
But it talked like
I
a.
just think you're okay with it. It's just playing around over here.
Butterfly.
So where do I go from here?
So this one through here, don't worry about the second leg. Right now, just extend. Extend your right leg.
My right leg.
Did you hear Mike?
Yeah.
That's what I
Do
do.
it how you want it?
So now, if I can hook to the near side hip, that's one pressure, that's good. If I can hook to the far side hip, that's even better. But then it opens up the ability to play. Almost act like you're sitting up and extend your butterfly.
So where'd you feel the pressure?
Extend your butterfly. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I had no idea what was happening, so it's a good thing I can see.
Well, be careful. Things like good and bad, those are comparatives.
I know, but I wanted to see. I was just balance was, but you can settle, so it's more of a muscle swing.
Inside, yep.
Like if you fall
So
to
go to your triangle.
Extend this leg out. Yeah. While you hold this in.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
You were
I'm just
good.
trying to get
No.
from the
You're in a good
So I'm like,
spot.
you got it.
You
Your
got
arm
it.
is flying out the side.
Can't bring that weight back in.
Near side hip, good pressure. And if you hold on to it, that front, you can get to the far side hip, you're gonna get much better pressure.
Correct, yeah, and it's back further than you are, yeah.
I've also like.
But what I am is, what I would see too here, is it looks like it's a triangle the other way.
Exactly.
And then what I want to do is close it. Yep.
It's gonna be terrible.
That's gonna be touch the
You know what I mean?
wall because he's.
But
in the way.
if you shove,
Huh.
Your right leg
Or,
opens
is that
up.
the other thing?
No, leave it. Bring your right leg over to me. We're gonna double up.
Yeah, I
Put your
will.
right leg inside.
Yeah, anything.
Now pull your left leg out.
cause I start my turn, I move my hips when I do this.
Yeah, punch him down.
So if you give me
Turn that leg.
turn,
It depends. I started, well, I worked, I started.
Really give it a
Whatever you like.
I'm going last week. And the thing was, right,
That's like no work, though. Turn my hips the other way, so I'm gonna go for no pressure.
Huh?
Wow, you're not- Yeah, I felt like.
It is, but it's good to know, because I mean, you can't really get this work in no-gi, it's really hard to do lasso in no-gi.
Yeah, lasso, it's, well, lasso, spider, and the like, it's not that they can't be done, but now, I mean, this is already grip-based enough, but when we have the sleeves, that's different. Me trying to hold onto your wrist and play this style of game,
Almost
it's
your arm is in,
really
point.
tough.
Yeah.
It's really
This one
tough.
there, arm has to
And
be.
that's the reason why, like, pretty much you don't see
It's
it.
up here,
So-
because you're fast.
When you do this roll, do you wanna work
But
the
that's also the
position
reason
or
why
just go for a roll?
all the no-gi people hate the gi, because it's a world they're not used to.
Well, I want
It's
to
a
be able to
weapon.
work on it,
It's like,
you know, so.
it's like a person that, you know, knows they've got a knife hidden, you know, when they're grappling, all of a sudden they get to pull out the knife. The no-gi person, when they're training, their mind is always thinking about hooks and things of that nature. They're not thinking about improvisation of other weapons that are on the table. You know, because again, now, I do believe though, no-gi should be the first response. The gi is not the first response, because like I said, like right now, if somebody jumps Charlie out of the blue, okay, does Charlie know what they're wearing?
No.
So why should a response be, let's grab a sleeve? You don't even know a sleeve even exists. But you know the pressure exists of whatever's pushing on you, that's grippable. Okay? A leg, a whatever's pushing on me exists, that means that it's grabbable with a hook. Okay, so to me, no-gi is always first, it's not better, it's not right, wrong, or indifferent, it just is, okay? Wrestling at its core, to me, is truly the center of the bullseye. The next level out, adding the submission from the no-gi style variation, but getting rid of when we're talking about wrestling, we're not talking about wrestling with the rules of wrestling, we're talking about wrestling of me controlling your core. Me trying to control you as a body. The next level through there is adding the submissions. Now we start isolating limbs, going into the more fine motor skill. And then we start getting into the gi. And each level is also incorporating knowledge. So when the gi player is learning, the amount of knowledge that they're learning is way greater than what everybody else is. What the gi is capable of is a lot deeper and much more complex than what no-gi is capable of. No-gi is very capable, but the gi player has to know all the same pieces. They gotta know the same core of wrestling, they gotta know the same core of no-gi, and then they have to add the gi level to the outside of it. But also at the same time, I think the gi adds a level of, you know, when they wanna talk about, you know, people being creative, the gi is a highly creative scenario. You're always looking at it going, how can I incorporate a tool, using it in a new way, because now you've got, you know, before I'm just grabbing your arm or grabbing your leg or grabbing your neck. Okay? But when we're talking about creativity, yes, I can get creative, but I'm limited. When all of a sudden now it's like having a box of crayons, I've only got like 4 colors, and now somebody gave me a box of 16. You can't tell
tell me that the box of 16 can't be more creative than the box of 4. Okay? The other one's got more options on the table, and they're going to play around with it a little bit more. All right, so figure out which one you want. If you want to start in Lasso or you want to start in Spider. Okay? Then what you have to do is 5 seconds. So it starts with you holding on to that position. For 5 seconds, you have to try to hold it and maintain it while the other person is moving around. And then after 5 seconds, you're free to go for whatever position, submission, or the like. But for the first 5, it's for you, it's maintenance. You kind of hold the position, start setting up what you want, so that when 5 seconds is done, you get to then change or launch into whatever you want. So figure out if you want Lasso or Spider, and we'll go from there. So, all right, here we go.
Starting in the, whichever
Yeah,
one you choose.
so Spider or Lasso, but get into a good one though. I mean, get in that position. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're open.
That doesn't count because I was trying to move you. I didn't want you to hear it.
We rolling?
Watch out for that little man, man. 1 minute.
Reset. Reset. Let's go. Put it back in there. Whole thing.
Ooh, up, drive.
Really shove.
45 seconds.
There you go. Look at that.
Huh?
You did it. I didn't do it.
10 seconds.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm good. But you're good.
Oh, you okay? No, I'm good.
3, 2, 1. Time.
You got a hard head, don't worry.
Another person lock him up.
Worry about foot, I got foot pretty clear.
You did? I wasn't real. I wasn't expecting to be.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're free.
I'm sorry, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, they're good. I'm just moving you.
45 seconds.
Yeah, fine.
30 seconds.
You got yourself in there for a
No,
moment.
no, Mama. You got
You
your
got the distance? You were, they keep this hand right here. You had your distance?
Bring it off.
My hand was right
Turn
here.
your body.
15 seconds.
Way at all.
Okay.
So when I pull the ball, maybe you gotta.
No.
Is that why?
Why can't I get this to work?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Always have a good post.
1. Time. Find somebody new.
Yeah, push ball's big.
Loaded.
These guys still gotta switch up too.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, hook him up.
That's how it's beat.
Oh, it's me.
No, it's okay, well, I'll.
Alright, you can be down first.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're free. I went too soon.
I'll come back. All over the place, like feet in my face.
What's up? Backward somersault, Mike. Backward somersault.
Oh.
I'm not the hook, I don't. It just dawned on me this week, I had an epiphany.
What was that?
But I just like that triangle, cause I was hooking the feet off. That's why I was watching my stuff, I was like, why are my triangles not tight?
Shut it.
Because I wasn't pushing up on the gear. So, I would just go, so.
3,
Going, it's like,
2,
when I push on you, I go this way.
Yeah,
there
is that.
Switch, ready to put you down.
Buddy.
So,
I was like,
balance.
I haven't actually little days.
no, you were, you
Try to
were,
get one time.
you baked up. I mean,
2,
good
one.
posture.
go.
Every time I
5,
push you.
4,
Where are you?
3, 2, 1, and you're free. Start looking at your left leg for omoplata.
Little bit down, right? Squeeze.
It's like that. Push.
And kind of like a rectal on the end.
That's what he's talking about when he's feeling.
You ready to
Yeah,
shove?
okay. Oh, my bad. Hold this way, hold that way, and then squeeze. Right?
It's so weird, I wanna put my own arm on the inside.
You got it. I just gotta get you in, I gotta go the other, I gotta move it, yeah, go. Pick it up, and then I can do that, and then I can transfer.
You see that thing is buried in. It's buried in.
Now, 45 seconds. Watch your head flying. Watch your head, Jeremy.
No crackheads.
Yeah, no crackheads.
Move me, Charlie. Move me, Charlie.
That's okay, arm, go the other direction, don't, don't step.
15 seconds, watch your head.
I don't know what Charlie had asked me from.
Yeah, my
No, I like, on that one with you, I felt
4,
like that's for sure.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1.
Cause I,
Nice.
You have a posture broken more.
yeah, for you, cause you're so center of gravity.
Alright, everybody have any time restrictions? You got time for one more? One more? Alright, give me a partner.
I have old man restrictions.
He said, oh, man, restriction.
Got that new partner. 2, 1.
Yeah, that's from me. Which one you?
Do you want Lasso or Spider?
Whatever, this one, right?
Oh, yeah.
I was more scared than him. Yeah, it is, that's why.
Those tools where all the garbage happens.
Yeah,
It's
well,
odd when the garbage starts.
And then
Yeah.
organization, trying to figure stuff out.
But my son was.
We're not a fight, drugs.
You wanna shove it, so I
General issues and the like.
Yeah, it's so sad.
They're all.
Jamie's sorry.
Jamie right now is organization, so we're gonna try to figure out the fall, so.
Well,
What
then you
school, what
have.
middle schools you going to? Sorry.
Not Bishopmore, that's the other one. Bishopmore Catholic. We're in Winter Springs, but it's
Oh,
a choice
wow.
place to go to when I was a kid, so. It's off of,
Ooh, I was trying to
Fairfield
myself.
High School.
But that's okay.
So,
To my son, my kids, me and my kids all went to Deltona.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. Just gonna reset it.
but I can always let you know.
I like
I'm
it.
ready. Oh, other side. Oh, no.
I would love
2, 1.
20 seconds.
Here, grab it. There you go. Okay, lower my knee. There you go. Good job.
Yeah, but I'm confident.
You alright? Yeah, no, I just heard it. Yeah. Rug burn.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do here.
When you look at your fingertips and you got those nice little grooves in them.
I got
Three,
blisters.
2, 1. Time. Let me put you down. There was a video I was watching this morning, it was Gordon Ryan, he's like, I don't enjoy the game. I'm not really good at no game. Why would I do something that I'm not very good at? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, you wanna keep that? Alright.
Five seconds. 15 seconds. Oh, that sucked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Alright, let's take a quick pick. That way those that got that responsibility thing. Free to go.
Since you were holding on to that grip, I just moved this up.
That's what grips
together.
Love to, but quick techniques. He gets up and he gets.
right, a couple quick announcements for tomorrow night.